problem solving, decision making, it's a muscle. And I'm really into parenting. I have 3 young kids. I'm kind of all bark, no bite, because none of my kids are old enough to get in any trouble at this point, so take all this advice with a grain of salt. But I think a lot of kids today are in a bubble, meaning their parents make every single decision for them. And I also compare parenting to running a company because it's really awesome. I actually love hiring teachers because it turns out if you can manage 34-year-olds, you have no problem managing 34-year-olds. So I think kids are in a bubble. I went to college at Cornell in Ithaca, New York. It's an Ivy League school. On my floor, there were kids with tons of wealth. Their parents were business owners. Their parents practically took the SATs for them to get them into Cornell. Turns out these kids had never actually made a decision for themselves their entire lives. We were going to a party in College Town in Ithaca, and they'd be calling their parents saying, "It's about 35 degrees out. What's the bus schedule, Mom? Should I take a bus? Should I take a taxi? Or should I walk?" It's like, holy shit, these kids don't know how to make any decision. And a couple semesters later, they had failed out of college. Total life was in shambles because they were never taught to make a decision. So I like to give my 5-year-old a lot of what I call low-risk decisions to make so that he can practice. And if they go poorly, he cries for a couple minutes. It's a very low-risk decision, and he forgets about it. I don't want him to be 18, never having made a decision before. It's 2 in the morning, and he makes a really bad decision that ruins his life. Employees are the same way. If you don't teach your employees to make very low-risk decisions, they'll never be able to make the high-risk, important decisions. And decision-making is a muscle, okay? I really like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I want to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I want to build muscle like Arnold Schwarzenegger. So I sat on my computer, I made a full-on workout spreadsheet, I watched hours and hours and hours of Arnold Schwarzenegger videos, read a biology book about muscle, I ordered a bunch of muscle protein. 3 weeks later, I had no muscle. I didn't have any muscle. I couldn't figure out why. Turns out, you gotta go to the freaking gym and lift the weight. Delegation is the same way, and decisions are the same way. People read about decision making, they read about delegation, they go to conferences like this, they listen to people like me, they watch YouTube videos, they listen to podcasts, they read books, they do all this stuff to become better leaders, better decision makers, better delegators, but they don't pick up the damn weight. They never actually hired anybody and told them what to do. So I feel the same way. Decisions, all this stuff, you get it.
Before you go, we have a new sponsor of the show, recostseg.com. And if you bought a piece of real estate, you need to get a cost segregation study done. It's what allows you to get all that sweet, sweet bonus depreciation, and it's how real estate investors like me and many others pay almost nothing in taxes on an annual basis. You can cost seg a single family rental, a short-term rental, or a large commercial property. recostseg.com is affordable and aggressive and super fast to turn them around. They've done 10 plus cost segs for me this year. They're going to do many more for me. Visit recostseg.com to learn more.